As promised, today I am here with a comparison video between the Vic Firth Heavy Hitter SlimPad and the Heavy Hitter Stockpad. I've reviewed both of these before and I will put links to those videos above and below. I'd love for you to check those out. But these pads are really exactly the same other than for the playing surface. They're both $100. They both have a rubberized bottom underneath a wooden purple base with a plastic rubberized rim, silicone playing surface with a mylar laminate on top of it. The difference is that the Stockpad, that silicone is 3/16 of an inch thick, and on the SlimPad, it's 1/8 of an inch thick. That is 0.1875 inches for the Stockpad and 0.125 inches for the SlimPad. It's hard to really conceptualize those numbers in your head, and I can't either. I just know that they're different, thicker, thinner, and I know what they feel and what they sound like, and that's what I'm gonna try and get across in this video. The way that Bill and Chris described the comparison between the two of them, Bill and Chris is who designed them, is that the Stockpad feels like tenor drum 2 and the SlimPad feels like a marching snare. And before I got them, me being a snare drummer, I thought, no way am I going to like the Stockpad because I'm only going to like the pad that feels more like a marching snare drum. In reality, I really like them both for different reasons, much in the way I like all of my pads for different reasons. So the sound and the feel of them, the comparison, the SlimPad, the way that I described it in that video is that if you took a piece of wood and you put a thin piece of rubber on it, that's how it sounds and feels. I'm not saying it's good or bad, I'm just saying that in your head, you can kind of conceptualize the idea of that. If I took this granite countertop, put a piece of rubber on it, you would kind of have an idea of, in your head, what that might feel like. And that's how I think the SlimPad feels. The Stockpad, I don't have a good analogy in that same way, but it's just a softer feel in comparison and a softer sound. And we'll see. So the SlimPad, it's louder, it's more articulate, it's probably going to annoy people in your house a little more. The Stockpad, well, it's softer, it's a little thuddier, probably going to annoy people a little bit less. So the SlimPad, Stockpad. The shots are pretty much the same between the two of them. But the SlimPad does have a higher, louder, more articulate sound. Because of that, the diddles are going to be a little bit more articulate. But even on the Stockpad, they're still good. You can still hear good articulation with them. If you were going to clean, say, a bunch of drummers, maybe a bunch of snare drummers, the SlimPad is probably going to be better for that because it does have a tighter sound to it. Do I like one feel over the other? Really, I like them both. Does this feel like a marching snare? No, it doesn't, but no pad, as I've said in other videos, no pad feels like a real drum. They all feel like pads in different ways. And really, I like both of these pads in different ways. I like the kind of softer feel of this sometimes, but I also like the tighter, more articulate feel of the SlimPad. Which one should you get? Well, it really depends. If you are a concert percussionist, I think the Stockpad is definitely the one to get because it's going to feel more like a concert snare drum. If you're a tenor drummer, might be the one to get because it feels, I think, more like a tenor drummer. Me, if I was a marching snare drummer, which I am, personally, I would get the SlimPad. You're probably not going to get them both because they're both $100 each. You don't need $200 of essentially the same pad. So it really kind of depends on what you're looking for. Again, for me, if I was gonna get one, I would probably just get the SlimPad given what I play, but different people in different situations, playing different things, you might wanna get the Stockpad. So they're both great pads in their own right. If you have some questions between the two of them, if you're trying to decide, post some questions in the comments and I will try and answer those. Appreciate you watching this video, and I will see you in the next drumming video.